Hello, my beauties. It feels so good to be back in front of the camera for our monthly book of the month reading vlog. Bum, bum, da 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 da, bum, bum, da. Okay, so this month I am going to be reading Once There Were Wolves. I might try and squeeze in another book because I'm actually ahead of my reading schedule for the month. So we'll see. But for right now, the one that we're going to be starting with is Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey. So basically this follows two sisters who work as biologists and are trying to reintroduce wolves into this Scottish territory. And as the experiment, or I guess as their work has success, they realize that, you know, they might want to stay in the area for a while. But then as they stay there, a murder happens and people are blaming the wolves. So the women try and figure out, you know, is it the wolves? Was it something else? Apparently there's like a traumatic event that has happened to one of these girls in the past, so there might be some like psychological things going on. I'm not really sure, but that's the premise of this book and I'm actually really excited. It is not that big of a book. I mean, as you guys can tell, this is a thinny, but I think it's like 250 pages or something. It is 258 pages. That's how thick this book is. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it because your girl has today off. I mean, not technically, I had to go take a COVID test, which I still get paid for, but your girl has today off. So I'm gonna start this and then hopefully finish it tonight because we are sprinting tonight for Amanda's birthday from Ginger Snapped Reads. So we're gonna see all the girlies tonight, and that is in 2 hours. So I'm gonna check in with you guys at the halfway point, which will be at like page 175, but I have every intention of reading this all in one day. I also really think this book is so cute. I don't know what is up with like this green and beige combo shot, but like book of the month really said I want to be cute this month. It's really just the green. Very nice. But yeah, anyway, so that's what I'm gonna be reading for book of the month. This was an August 2021 pick. I will let you guys know what I'm feeling at the halfway point. I'm glad to be back, happy that you guys are here, and see you in a little bit. Okay, y'all, so I'm halfway through the book and I'm having a really good time. The murder has happened. We just got to that part. So I'm assuming now we're gonna figure out like who did it. But some interesting things have also come to light in the mystery and I'm just kind of like, things are not what we thought they were gonna be. But I am liking the commentary on kind of like the ecosystem and also the psychological aspects of this book. I'm having a really fun time with. I don't know how this is gonna end. I'm like, I feel like it's not gonna end well for our main character. I'm enjoying it. I'm like, this was a sleeper agent. I really did not know what to expect, but I'm having a really good time. So I'm hoping it just keeps going up from here. I don't want to dare to hope, but maybe it's a 5-star read. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna carry on. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I wanted to check in with you because I finished Once There Were Wolves last night. I really loved this book. I don't really know how else to describe it because it is really short. I didn't feel like the story was incomplete because of how short it was. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like this was a full and complete, well-rounded story, and I really liked it. I thought that the mystery and like the murder part of it was like done really well. Like, I had no idea what was gonna happen. Like, I kind of thought I knew, but there were a lot of variables. So I really enjoyed that, and I thought that this was just so good. Like, I can't really talk about it enough. I really liked how it went into the psyche of a bunch of characters, dealt with assault, and overall I really liked kind of the themes of living off the land and kind of how people don't own the earth. Like, we're here to leave as little of a carbon footprint as we can. And I just really liked that aspect. I also really liked the setting because it was Scotland, but we also got like this really rich view of kind of like not only the landscape in Scotland, but also like the forests in British Columbia and kind of like the importance of our actions and, you know, how we treat the earth. It like sounds really like frou-frou-y as I'm talking about it, but like it was done very, very well, because I do care about these kind of things, but like sometimes when you read about them, it can get really heavy and it can feel like somebody's just kind of preaching at you, and it wasn't like that. It wasn't preachy. So overall, I really liked it, and I highly recommend if you are looking for a very like engaging kind of mystery that ties in to world conservation and like biology and the ecosystem, and yeah, like reusable materials and things like that, while also going hand in hand with kind of like generational trauma and mental health. It sounds super, super heavy, but like take it with like, it's only a 250 page book, so it's not like super, super deep. But I just found that all the themes in this were done really, really well. And like I said, the mystery, really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm giving this a 5 stars. Who would have known? But I really liked it. I really liked learning about the wolves too, because obviously our main character, Inti, she works with wolves. That's like her job, because her whole like thought process is that if wolves come back into the forests, then it will like grow the greenery and like eventually make the whole like ecosystem of the forest like alive again. It was really good. I highly recommend if you're looking for like a quick like mystery with like a little bit of suspense, like a little bit of thrilling aspects to it, then I recommend. Because half the time I was like, is this even real? It made me think a lot. So anyway, that is the wrap up for Once They Were Wolves. Definitely a random read, because I did not even like really know what to expect with this book. I really liked it. So good job, Book of the Month. You did it. 5 stars, baby. I don't know if this is gonna be my last book of the month, because I do have a couple other books to read. If I get through those other books, then I might try and squeeze in another one. But if not, then I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, guys, we're in it to win it for the second book of the month pick for this month. This is actually a January 2022 brand new book of the month pick, and I'm actually so excited to talk to you about Love and Other Disasters. Okay, so basically this follows 2 young chefs that are in like a cooking competition. I'm thinking like Hell's Kitchen, like Top Chef. That's the kind of thing that I'm thinking. And so this is the premise. Dahlia right here just got out of a messy little marriage and really needs this competition to prove to herself and everybody else that she can still be on top and that she can bake slash cook slash chef her ass off. Our other main character, London, just came out as a non-binary, and they are basically trying to prove that non-binary queer people can be the best of the best, the creme de la creme, while also raising money for the queer community. So this obviously means that these 2 characters are gonna fall in love. And the tag, I like the little inside quote says, "No pressure. Getting distracted by a tiny and adorable tornado like Dahlia could be disastrous. Still, somewhere among the flying fish tacos, rampant egos, and culinary chaos is something that looks a lot like deliciously spicy chemistry." Oh, this is a thickie. I want to say it's 370 pages? 371. That's pretty long for book of the month. Usually it's 300. So I'm thinking this is going to be a spicy tomato. Okay, so I'm excited. I've really wanted to read this. I've seen it a lot on Bookstagram, and I just think the premise is so great. So I cannot wait to get into this. So I will check in with you guys at the 50%, but I'm fully expecting some magic. Like, look at it. They're cute. They really said, Okay. Anyway, I'll check in with you guys at the 50%. Okay, y'all, just had to pop on here real quick. First of all, red for love. Second of all, you know it's going to be a good book when the first line, like they always say this, right? When the first line is popping, you know it's about to be a good book. This is the first line. Chapter 1. First of all, there's an onion. You'll see the onion. Second of all, this is the anticipated first sentence. Dahlia Woodson might have been shit at marriage, but she could dice an onion like a goddamn professional. Okay, Dahlia. I'm excited. Y'all, the way that I'm so bored with Love and Other Disasters, I think I'm gonna DNF it. I'm literally at page like 80, and I'm like, why am I so bored? I don't know what it is. Let me think about that. Why am I so bored? I think because the author is doing a lot of telling of what we should be feeling or like what we should be recognizing, and I'm not like able to see it myself. Does that make sense? Not that I'm not capable, obviously, but like it's just not there. The chemistry is not there. We're like 80 pages in and it's a lot of telling. I don't know. And that and the fact that like our main character London is like obsessed with Dahlia because of her hair. And I'm like, but what else? Y'all ever seen The Swan Princess?
Wait. What? You're all I ever wanted. You're beautiful.
Thank you. But what else?
What else?
Is beauty all that matters to you? Dick? What else?
What else is there?
But what else? Anyway, so I think I'm gonna DNF this book, y'all. I hate to say it, but it's just not vibing. It's just not hitting like I thought it was gonna hit. I'm 80 pages in and it's just not it, sis, you know? It's just not it. I wish I could explain more of that. Essentially, I don't know if it's because it's focusing more on the competition, but like it doesn't, like the competition doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm fine with a romance that has a backdrop of what's going on, but like if you're focusing mainly on the competition, I basically feel like I'm watching Great British Bake Off. And then also like there are two characters that I'm supposed to see a romance with, but like I'm not seeing that. I don't know. I'm gonna, okay. I'll give you guys a deal. I'll give myself a deal. I'm gonna read to page 100 because this is like a 400 page-ish book. It's like 370. So I will read 20 more pages. And if it doesn't hook me, it's gonna be a big fat DNF. Because what's one of my goals for 2022, guys? DNF more books. We're not wasting time in 2022. We don't have it. We're not gonna do it. Okay, so yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I hate to say it because I thought the premise of Love and Other Disasters was gonna be really, really good. Writing, I'm just not vibing with it. Just not vibing with it. And I'm like feeling a 3-star, you know what I mean? And I really don't want, like, that was like the anthem of 2021. I feel like I read so many 3 stars. I like put myself through that and I'm like, nah, we're not doing it, bruh. So anyway, if you guys have read that book and you're like really enjoying it because it gets better later on, let me know. I'll pick it back up later. But right now it's a DNF, so. After these 20 pages, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's probably gonna be a DNF. Anyway, okay, I'm signing off. Bye. Okay, so I am starting A Flicker in the Dark today. A Flicker in the Dark. And basically, from what I can tell, this is a thriller, and it's about this young woman named Chloe who lives in a small Louisiana town. And when 6 teenage girls go missing by the end of summer, her father confesses to the crimes of, I guess, them going missing, and then maybe they die. I don't know, it doesn't say. Chloe is a psychologist in Baton Rouge and getting ready for her wedding. So when a local teenage girl goes missing and then another, the terrifying summer, comes crashing back, she's paranoid, seeing parallels from her past that aren't actually there, or for the second time in her life is Chloe about to unmask a killer. This book has pretty good reviews. I'm excited to start it. We love a southern setting. We love a thriller. And honestly, I feel like this is going to have a lot of like the mental kind of like, am I right? Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I not? Kind of situation. I don't know what that's called, like what trope that is. So if you know, leave it down below. I'll be really shocked if she was actually the killer the whole time and her dad just took the bullet for her, because she's like a little insane. Anyway, we won't know until we get to the end of the book. So that's what we're doing. Obviously, we're having early morning reading time. You guys can tell from my state of being. So I will check in at the 50% and let you guys know what's happening with A Flicker in the Dark. But I'm excited. I think this book's gonna be good. And I think it's only like 360. That's how many pages there are. You know, classic book of the month. Doing me right with those page numbers. Anyway, all right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, woo, we're at 50%. Anyone could be the murderer. Literally anyone. I have a theory. I have 2 theories. I got 2 theories. I got 3 looks and that's it. 1, it's her brother. It is her brother through and through. That's what I'm thinking. And he did it the whole time and the dad's covering up for him. That's my theory number 1. Theory number 2, okay? It was actually the dad, but these new murders are her fiance. He's a copycat killer, and the only reason he's her fiance is because he is obsessed with these killings and he wanted to get close to her. Loose base theory number 3, which I don't think that this is what it is is that it's actually her. I think she's just a little too young to have done the first murders. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Could it be her dad in the first murders and then her in these new murders? A flicker in the dark. She does take a lot of medication. That is sus because she has it in her fiance's name. That's where I'm at. It could literally be anyone. It really picked up like 20 pages ago. I'm on page 149. 20 pages ago, like around around 120, things started picking up. I was like, whoa, what's going on? Okay, because we're establishing all the characters and like the patterns of behavior, and I'm like, her brother is sus. Okay, he's sus. But I don't have enough yet to know, like, you know what I mean? To like know which of my theories it's going to be. I mean, the fourth theory, which is like, I really don't think this is it. It's like a completely other person and it wasn't her dad. But I don't think that's it at all. I don't think it's a completely other person. It's gotta be her dad and somebody she knows, or herself, or it was somebody she knows the whole time, you know, like her or her brother, and the dad was just protecting them. She hasn't actually talked to her dad in 20 years, and I think it'll be interesting going forward to see her have that confrontation with him, because she has been approached by this guy who is writing an article for the New York Times, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna write this article no matter what, so if you have anything to say, let me know. I think it'll be interesting to see them solve this mystery together, but like, who is it? Who is the murderer? Only time will tell. And that's my check-in. I'm having a good time. It's really quick read. I mean, this is the same day. I just have changed my outfit because I went to go take a COVID test for work on Tuesday. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm having a good time. Also, without the dust jacket, it does look stunning. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish it today. If I do, it'll probably be tonight, like later tonight. So I'll check in then. Monique and I are doing our TikToks. It's President's Day weekend, so we're trying to get that done. I am going to be repotting some plants around the house and like clearing off my back balcony area, which I think I'm gonna show you guys. I mean, it looks like a wreck, but to be fair, it wasn't all my fault. So it's springtime-ish, so I think I'm gonna start moving all the dead plants at least out of there and repotting. Like, I have a huge monstera in my bathroom that I need to repot because it's in water, and that guy is wishing for soil. He is thirsty for some soil, some nutrients. So I'm gonna repot that, and then a couple of other plants around the house. That's where I'm at. So maybe you'll get some clips of that. It might be kind of weird to like record all that. I don't know, we'll see. Until the next check-in, I'll see you guys then. Guys, what an ending to this book. What an ending. I'm definitely giving it 5 stars. I was at like a 4.5, but then the end, it really came through. Like, it really came through. A flicker in the dark. I love it. It was really good. Okay, so that's the end, guys. It's a 5-star for me. To finish out this vlog, we read Once There Were Wolves. They were wolves. And I gave that book 5 stars. That was a good one. And I feel validated because one of my friends, Jared, that's like his favorite book of 2022 so far this year. So I know that I'm not wrong. Anyway, so 5 stars for that book. And then DNF'd, my second book of the month book, which Love and Other Disasters. That one I was a third of the way through, and the romance just was not coming through for me. Like, it wasn't translating for me. I just was not into it. I didn't understand why the characters liked each other. I mean, I understand why London liked, I forget the girl's name, the other main character because of her hair. But like, why? You know what I mean? Like nothing developed a third of the way through, and I kind of was just like, all right, this is not vibing for me. I'm just not having a good time. I guess it might be for people who like don't need a connection between the characters, don't need like any chemistry, and like you're really in it for like the British Bake Off vibe. Like if that's your thing, go for it. But for me in a romance, like we gotta have a connection. And also, I'm not like the biggest fan of friends to lovers, which I guess is what that would have been, because they weren't enemies really. They were just kind of like low-key, they were like coworkers, but then they weren't because they were in competition. But then they were friends. It was not my cup of tea. So anyway, DNF that one. And then A Flicker in the Dark, we're going with a 5, baby. We're going with a 5 because the end really solidified that book for me. I was like, wow, the plot thickens. And that one was definitely not a thriller. Like it was a mystery. Like we're trying to figure out who the killer is the whole time. You know, what happened. Ooh, there we go. We're trying to figure out who the killer is the whole time, and also like what happened so many years ago, like 20 years ago. And I thought it was really well done. I thought it was really well done. So like the end, I was just like speeding through. Like after a certain point, I was just like, let's hit it, y'all. There's so many theories. We got to figure out who it is. But yeah, so that is the end of it. I mean, that's really all I have to say. That's the end of the Book of the Month vlog. I know you guys saw like 2.5 seconds of me cleaning my outdoor area. Actually, I can show y'all what the outdoor area looks like. But basically, I just cleaned off that whole back balcony area. And I'm going to start like getting it ready for summer with like plants and things. So I'll like show you what the end result is, but like it's not cute, y'all. It's just like cleared out from like all the dead plants and stuff. And I did repot a couple of plants yesterday that were propagated in water. So I'll show you guys that really quick, and then we'll get back to the actual books portion of this video. So as you can see from that super spotty footage, that is what that back area looks like. I will save the kind of like styling of that for another vlog video, but that's the extra thing you get to see in this vlog. So anyway, that, and then propagating, of course, the pothos plants and the huge monstera leaf. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, now back to talking about Book of the Month and reading out there. We were having a good time, weren't we? Sure, having a nice time. You know, I was like, I will vlog this, the cleanup of this, and then, oh, can't quite get comfortable. But then it just wasn't interesting footage, so whatever. I don't know, we might not even keep that in there. But anyway, thanks for coming with me on this Book of the Month journey. If you like this video, give it a like for us. Comment down below if you guys have read either of these books from Book of the Month. I guess any of these 3 books, since technically I didn't finish one. And yeah, subscribe if you want to support me and Monique on this channel, and turn on that notification bell if you don't want to miss another video from us. And until our next video, I will see you guys next time. Oh my goodness, you're being so cute for the camera, you little ham bone. You want to say goodbye? Nope. Bye.